Hey, happy Monday. Welcome. Good to have you all here. And if you're live with me or if you have decided that you're going to come on later on, after this is already posted, but I want to just share a few things. Today's topic is visual content is very, very important. So I wanted to read a few statistics that I think are very important and just a couple things about the brain. For instance, 90% of all information transmitted to the brain is visual. So you have to realize that people are attracted to visual content. So when you're doing social media, it's really important that you are putting really good visual content up. And also, by the way, that the brain, it actually processes content or visual information 60,000 times faster than text. So, I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but when you were younger, this was kind of a cool thing, is that I don't know if I always picked the books with a lot of pictures. So, I mean, that's a lot of fun, to just look at the pictures. And, all the P.D. Eastman books and the Dr. Seuss books had amazing pictures in them. So just think about that. Even the National Geographic, magazines, they were the best magazines to have. So funny story with that is I was doing some missions work in Belize, and we delivered a whole bunch of school supplies and stuff, and we were unloading the truck, and somebody must have donated like about 5 boxes of National Geographic magazines. And the kids that were around the area where we were building this school for them, and church, we were building a church and a few other things, which the church, by the way, was going to become a hurricane shelter. Needless to say, these kids, they found these magazines as we were moving things into the church, and it was amazing. They were so excited about the National Geographic. So again, visuals are just so eye-catching. So here's a couple other statistics that I'm just actually going to read to you. 32% of the marketers say visual images are the most important form of content for their business, with blogging that comes in second at 27%. So again, marketers are even saying visual images are really important. And I consider myself a marketer, so I think that if every time that I've ever posted a visual image, it's gotten more visual, it's gotten more, people saw it. And then the other times they also engaged more. So 80% of marketers use visual assets in their social media marketing. Video, 63%. So again, visual content includes video. And then it also, both of them have surpassed blogging. So, I'm not saying this is not a talk about quitting blogging, because it's not. Blogging is really important in your social media marketing and your marketing and your business marketing. You have to get content out. And the best way to do that is through your visual content and your video content on social media marketing and with social media on the social media platforms. And then the other way is definitely blogging, because it brings people to your website. All right, so here's another great, this is from the, so those last two quotes were from Social Media Examiner. This one is called, from a publication called Brain Rules. It says, when people hear information, they're likely to remember only 10%, remember 10% of what they heard within 3 days, okay? Maybe 3 days later, they may remember 3%, 10%. However, if a relevant image is paired with that same information, people retain 65% of the information 3 days later. So that's like 55% more. So it's like, you can't not see that. So the other thing is 70% of companies, and this is from HubSpot, by the way, 70% of companies invest in content marketing, which could include visual marketing strategies. So there are companies out there that not only want the visuals and want to know what kind of visuals, but they want to know strategy around it. So again, I'm just going to just reiterate some things that I kind of mentioned throughout those statistics. And one is that people need visuals. I am a visual learner, so I need to see visuals. And the bottom line is if I'm scrolling through Facebook and an image captures my attention, I'm going to go to that image. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to read it. I'm going to see what it says. And it's the same thing with the ads on the side. If you're getting ads on the side, most of those ads are very visually pleasing to the eyes. So, I mean, I just want you to know that. The other thing is that it does increase views, because remember, if it's a pleasing visual, it's going to increase views. There's no doubt about it. And then the other thing I want to say with that is that one thing that just like turns me off totally, and I've said this before many times in my videos or on Facebook Live or wherever I've been, I've said that really it's like if your picture is blurry, it really means you don't even really care about quality of content you're putting out. If you're putting great visuals, then you don't have anything to worry about. People are going to like your visuals and they're going to share them. I've shared many visuals. I mean, visuals could be memes, visuals could be great pictures, visuals can be videos. So think about all those things that you've shared. And lastly, I'm just going to say this one more time, is that it helps with engagement. So you just have to remember that, you know, when you're posting good stuff, people again are going to comment, they're going to share, they're going to like, they're going to read, they're going to send it through an email to someone else. So just, I want you to know that it is important, the visual content that you're putting out. So I hope, you know, this gives you some clarity around, you know, why it's so important to have visual content. This week, I'm going to be talking a lot about visual content, all kinds and different kinds, to help you more with your social media marketing. So again, this is Lorraine Duncan from BizGone Social. If you have any questions, put them below this post. Reach out and contact me. Go to my website at bizgonesocial.com and just, you know, engage with me and have a really good evening.